People ain't paying attention to this weather. Is it's kind of been toyed with, but at the same time, you know, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is the one that controls all things. He rules in the kingdom of men. So we know who is doing his weather. That's why we really don't be tripping. We actually happy that the Lord kept us warm, and you know, we still got our lights, we still got our well-being. You know, it's a lot of people out here that ain't got none of it. It's a lady over here that sleep outside every day. I had my bro. And I don't even think she knew this was coming. And I guarantee you she probably out there in this, man. I don't even know how she be enduring it, but it's cold as hell out here, man. It's a lot of accidents going on. You gotta definitely are gonna prepare to hear certain deaths, you know, because you know some people gonna die in this thing, man. You know, and this just the first wave. You know, it's another wave after this that's coming. You know, so you just take this as the Most High Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is basically destruction the infrastructure of Babylon and the rest of the world, man, but mainly Babylon. You know, because this can cause sinkholes, this can cause structures to collapse. You know, this can cause a lot of different things to take place, man. You know, and it's a lot of other things going on. But before we get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us all this truth, man. Shalom to the few Akim and Akwasi out there listening and learning. Shalom to you few camps with the likewise doctrine, this Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect, you know. But yeah, it's these things been going on, you know. Yeah, ICE pretty much done took out another so-called American civilian. You know that they trying to get the Civil War started, y'all. You know, it's the Hegelian dialect, pressure from above, pressure from below. You know, you got one people moving a certain way, you got another people moving against that way that the other people moving, and that causes division, and ultimately it causes civil war, man. You know, so things are ramping up in this time frame, and I want to go to Matthew real quick. I mean, 1 second. If you got some, brother, real quick while I pull this up, you can go ahead.
I just wanted to add on what you were talking about the weather. Another thing a lot of people forgot about is ice. Ice is a big threat. I'm not talking about these animals out here in the uniform. I'm talking about frozen water. Because the thing about ice is an ice storm is very dangerous because water, when it turns into ice, that creates weight. And weight brings down trees. Trees bring down power lines. When power lines come down, you ain't got no power. So that's the thing that you need to take into consideration. You need to prepare not only just for the cold, but you need to prepare for going a lengthy amount of time without power.
Yeah.
I mean, get you some candles, some batteries, anything you could use for heat. Because when these power lines go down, power ain't coming right back on. You know, it's gonna be a while till they can get out there. They got to chop the tree up, remove the tree. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So if your power go out because of your power lines, a tree done brought your power lines down, it's not gonna be a quick fix. So y'all need to prepare. Prepare with food, clothing. You know, stay warm, and also stay vigilant. Because one of the things that they trying to implement right now, they trying to make it legal for these ICE agents to come in your house without.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there is going to set off the Civil War in itself. That in itself gonna set it off.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pull this out first too, because like I said before in the beginning, you know, this is the Lord pushing this weather out here. This is Psalms 147 and 16. He giveth snow like wool. He scattered the hoarfrost like ashes. He casted forth his ice like morsels. Who can stand before his cold? A lot of people can't stand against the Lord's cold, man. He can make it so cold out here. For what they saying, these frigid temperatures are going to be like when you go out in it, it's going to burn your skin almost. It's going to feel like your skin is burning. But I've been in that situation before, living in Wisconsin, when it gets in those sub-zero below temperatures, man. You go out there and it burn your face and your skin. It's not a good feeling. Your eyes get all frosted. It's not a good feeling, man. You know. It
That's you.
says,
That's
this is Psalms 147 and 18. He sent it out of his word and melted them. He caused his wind to blow and the waters to flow. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. That's just going into another subject, but what I'm going into was basically the Most High Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is the one that's bringing this frost on this earth, man. You know, especially
yep.
America. This place judgment's done reached up into the heavens. This place got to go down. You got this going down. You got other parts of the country going through things. You got civil wars getting ready to brew up. You know, this is Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquake. I mean, there should be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. It was just several earthquakes in one place. I seen the Eve talking about how there were 5 earthquakes in one place, man. You know, and then you got ICE out here jacking people up, laying people down. They trying to get you people roused up so they can be justified to bring more ICE troops in. You know, so things are getting out of hand here in Babylon. And just know, horrible is the end of a wicked generation. And this is that generation that we living in where these signs are being fulfilled, man.
You're right. I see Kip on the comment board. Shalom.
Shalom, brother. Let me see what
All
it
you
says.
other
It's
sisters out there
freezing
that's
up there
rapping.
and water is
Shalom.
raising down here. The Lord is definitely paying visit to this place. He sure is, man. And nobody is really paying attention to it. They just think it's morally about Esau and his chemtrails and things like that. I mean, Esau can tweak the weather with his little witchcraft he got down here, but who gave that to him? The Lord gave it to him. So ultimately, it's still in the hands of the Lord that's doing these things, man. You know, even if people get dying out here in this weather, it was the will of the Lord, man. If your lights get cut off, you know, your water don't, if you get your water pipes busted in your house, it was the will of the Lord. Because he tries to get our attention in so many different ways, man. You know, even if it's taking the loved one away from us, you know. So that is what it is.
Another thing, it's been videos coming out in the past couple of days about them getting caught seeding the clouds. So
Yeah.
this is Esau. This is Esau all day, man. This dude, I got a scripture. Let me get this one real quick. And this explains this cat in a nutshell. He, what he's doing is he's bringing all this hardship, and it shows, like I said in videos all the time. Power shows who is for and who is not for. You give Esau power, he won't destroy everybody and everything. So it's clearly not for him. But see, this is a testament to his wickedness. This man would mess up the weather, jack up the weather, and pretend he ain't did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 5. And they will deceive everyone his neighbor and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies. And listen to this part. And weary themselves to commit iniquity. You know how far you got to go to change the weather to something as horrible as this? But that's what this man is all about. And then he'll pretend like he ain't did nothing wrong. Like he don't know, I don't know what you're talking about. Just like what Trump talking about, he was pretending like he ain't know nothing about Project 2025.
Yeah.
But he knew everything about it because all they did in essence was change the title to the big beautiful bill. It's the same plan, they just changed the title. So these people think they can lie their way out of everything. They think they can just finesse their way out of everything. No, you can't finesse your way out of captivity when the Lord put it on you. This is it. And now a lot of people, especially Edomites in America, they starting to see what their nation is really all about. Death, corruption, violence.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
these
And
people, they like in Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 5, they weary themselves with iniquity. These punk ass ICE agents can't wait to get out here just to mess with people because it's in them. They got to do it. They got to do it at night. They got to they got to find the weakest one out the crowd and everybody jump him. What part of that is justice? What part of that is immigration reform? This ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It ain't got nothing to do with it. This is all about Esau giving himself the green light to do whatever he want to do.
yeah.
Now, I already been a video with an ICE agent going up to somebody's house, talking about some ICE, show your papers, show your papers. He wasn't even an ICE agent. He went after a 17-year-old's PlayStation and phone. When he snatched that phone out that boy's hand, that boy rocked his ass and knocked him out and called the real police on him. See? So it's all in Second Ezra, man, chapter 15 and 16, about how they're going to spoil those who fear the Lord. They're just going to come in your house and do whatever they want to do. They're going to take whatever they want to take, even if that means your liquor, your wife, your daughter. Yeah, because that is what these animals been on. How you think America got started? Through the same process. So these animals they mind ain't on no law. They mind is on you gonna respect us in our kingdom, or we gonna punish you. This is what's going on spiritually with Esau right now. And if he see you with a gun or any type of way to fight back, his spirit gonna be like, how dare you not fear me in my kingdom? Now I got to punish you. This is Esau's weak ass spirit right here. And it's like the elder said, if you so superior, you wouldn't have to sabotage another nation. You already know they're gonna fail on their own. Make sense? So if you sabotaging a particular nation on time, on every time, you must fear something about that nation. And they fear our greatness. That's why they do all this little boy shit. All this is little boy shit.
They know in the spirit. They know
in
the spirit who we are, bro. That's why they move like that. And plus, their spirit is contrary to ours. You know, they know that the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans hold some type of power with the Lord, that the Lord chose them, that group of people, man. They know that, even though they still try to hide it, even though we know, since this gospel done went out through the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, that truth is coming out. You know, you got people on a whole different scale right now talking about that, and that's why Esau is starting to mess with our people more and more and more. That's the devil coming down with great wrath, and Donald Trump, he's that fierce king that was spoken of in Daniel chapter 8, man. This is Daniel 8 chapter 8 and 23. And the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to a full, a king of dark, fierce countenance and dark sentence stand up, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, because he's being given power to do the things that he is doing, man. Remember, he is just a puppet. He's just a puppet, and he shall destroy wonderfully. Isn't he not destroying wonderfully right now? He got all you people flipping out here, and it ain't nothing new. This is what America's always been about. The only difference is America just been doing these things to other countries. Now it's doing it to its own country. Now y'all got a problem with it. Now y'all want to cry, but this been going on. America been doing this to other countries for a long time, man. It says, and he shall destroy wonderfully and shall prosper. and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper. And that word crafts it can go into his tactics that he's using. You know, ice, using ice to get you people mad, get you people riled up, so y'all can rise up. Just like that movie, I was looking at it last night. A brother from GMS mentioned it to me. It was called Bushwick.
That's a good
Batista
movie.
is in that movie. You know, it says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many, and shall stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand, because the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is gonna put this man down. You know, all of them. You know, so this is who we dealing with. And people y'all gonna understand here real soon who this devil really is, because y'all really still trying to hold hands with him, trying to say this man is waging war against you people, man. You know? So y'all got to understand the times that we coming in, it's not gonna be beautiful times, man. A lot of you gonna be chilling one day, gonna be in your bed with the boxers on like that Moabite was, and ICE gonna come kick your door in and take you outside, ask for your ID, and then let you go. They just trying to see how people are going to react, man. A lot of these things are tests to see how you people react.
Yeah, these are test runs. These are test runs to see how people react, and then Esau, he adjusts his tactics to reaction. That's why he do all these tests. But see, we don't need tests. We don't need polls. We don't need statistics to know who the wicked is. That's what spiritual discernment come in at. And a lot of you Americans, you Babylonians, especially you MAGAs, y'all slow as hell. We've been telling y'all this years ago. But y'all need a poll. Y'all will believe a poll over your eyes and ears. You'll believe a lying ass poll over your eyes and your ears. You'll believe fake statistics over what your eyes and ears are showing you. You need court papers to assist in your cognitive dissonance. You need court papers to for you not to accept that this man is a 34 count felon and counting. And anybody with 34 felons, they said F the law a long time ago. But you people still put him in there. And then he gave you the guilt to carry. He got y'all thinking that it's y'all fault he's in office. Are selected, not elected. But y'all carrying this guilt around. We told y'all this too. Y'all to see the reason y'all need polls and statistics and all these court papers to know what our spiritual discernment been telling us the whole time. That what makes us superior. We don't need documentation. We don't need polls and statistics. We don't need group studies from universities to know that this man is the wicked. That's what y'all put y'all cognitive dissonance fall back to that. We don't need that. We know what we see. And one thing we done learned about Babylon is to stay the F away from Edomite men with and masks on. But see, Edom slow. Edom slow as hell, bro. They need paperwork to prove that this man is the wicked instead of their own eyes and ears. You slow. This what makes you unfit to rule. And that's why you got a problem child called Donald Trump on your hands, because you refuse to beat his ass. Now you don't know what to do with this child. He's that out of control. But see, that's what happens when you spare the rod and not beat the child's ass. And that's scripture. You spare the rod, you spoil the child. Now you don't know what to do with this crazy. And he's not crazy. He's following orders. And it surprises me that you got all these PhDs and all these degrees and all these pieces of paper saying that you know some shit, but at the same time, you couldn't figure out that this man was playing for two the whole time. All he needs is a declaration of martial law or a declaration of war, and he gets to stay in office and do what the fuck he wants to do. Why none of you smart ass people couldn't catch that when we was telling y'all this months ago? Y'all slow as hell. Y'all don't have spiritual discernment. You need paperwork for you to believe in anything. We don't need paperwork to believe that this man is the wicked. Look at his history, his track record. Look at the shit he doing today. But y'all need evidence. You need some type of proof. Because Babylon has taught you to ignore what you see, ignore what you hear, and believe they bullshit. Now
and
you don't know what to do. Exactly, bro. But they need paperwork to believe it. They need documentation. They need evidence. You know, they need pseudoscience. See what I'm saying? We don't need none of that shit. The Lord gave us spiritual discernment. That's why we were able to tell y'all this stuff years ago, starting with the apostles, the elders, and the bishops, and the brothers on down. Y'all need to play catch up. Go ahead, bro. You got something?
Then I was looking at the comment board. This was why some of you women just need to hush, man. This is, can we have this same energy for black men in our communities who harm underage girls? This is more important than white hate. You see the bullshit right there. This woman right here probably mad. This woman probably bashes men because she came on here instantly pointing at what black men do to underage girls. Ain't nothing. Look, we ain't going into that right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, we talking about Esau Edom and his hate for us. And you probably want to save that brother. You probably want to save that man. He's a devil. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about what black, which means void of light in the first place. We're not black people. The Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, did not create a box of crayons, man. He created nations. None of us are black. When you look at your skin, you're not black. You're melanated. You have melanin in your skin, you know. And this is probably like I said before, it's probably just a Eve that bashes men, bashes her own men. Worried about, we not worried about the black people. We worried about the elect, because our people not gonna get this anyway. Our people are not gonna get this. A lot of our people are gonna be destroyed here. A lot of our people are in their lots. You know, we not trying to save everybody. We just trying to get out here. We trying to get this message sent out to the elect who will catch it. You know, that's it. We not worried about black men or black women, because that's just ignorance anyway. And your name Big Mama 007. I can already that name alone, you bugged all the way out, man. You bugging.
I just want to add this. This ain't got nothing to do with white hate. This got everything to do with a lot of black people, quote unquote, don't want to recognize who their enemies are.
Yeah.
And black men and underage girls, to be honest, that's not a crime. Esau made it a crime. Until that woman reaches the flower of her age. When she reaches the flower of her age, she is a woman. So don't let Esau's twisted laws have you out here thinking that it's something wicked. Because I'm going to tell you something that your enemy does. Biblically, we are allowed to have multiple wives. Esau says no because he makes the laws. You know what he did allow you to do, though? If you're a man, you can have as many men you want in your bed, because that's not a lifestyle. That doesn't promote life. That promotes death.
That's not bringing forth life at all.
Exactly. And plus he knows that we will outbreed him. That's why he changed the life to one wife. See, you got to learn the tactics of your enemy. So calling out black men for so-called underage girls, if this woman has reached her cycle, she is no longer a child.
And another thing to add on to that with you, bro.
You'll let Esau demonize our culture and our heritage. And you'll go against your men just like you going against your men right here on this comment board for something you know little or nothing about. That's why we make these videos, so y'all won't get in y'all feelings. Coming
Let me
and
add
then
this too, bro.
you defending false information. This is
Yep.
why we go into detail about the scriptures. You defending false information of your enemies. And if you really
And on
want to
top
go into
of that,
underage stuff, you need to check out the Talmud. While you trying to dog out black men, because them people over there in our land you exalt to the highest degree, in their Talmud, it is written that they can sleep with children, I think up to the age of 3.
yeah,
Yeah. So go get on them. Don't come on this comment board trying to talk about something you know little or nothing about. And ain't nobody out here practicing that if that's what you're thinking. We're not out here seeking underage women. We just telling you the law. We're trying to educate you on the ancient days, on how things were and how things are going back to. We're not out here
and while
doing
you got
this.
that,
This is for
mm-hmm,
educational purposes. Every brother got a grown woman who's a wife. Ain't nobody got no underage children out here. We just educating you on how it went in the back in the day in the ancient world.
yeah,
So you, before you get on this comment board some foolishness, you really need to fact check what you bring to us, because we gonna shred it if it's false information. I'm not
yeah,
getting on this sister to embarrass you. I'm getting on you to educate you.
yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
And I mean, you and having that, you telling us to have, this same energy for the our so-called brothers or the black men, if you want to call them that. Well, okay, on this note as well, get on these women out here that's laying with multiple men, walking around here unmodest, running out here being shameful dogs. Get on them
Mm-hmm.
women as well. Don't you come over here and try to single out men. It's two sides of this thing, because women ain't no good either. The vast majority of these women out here are bugged out.
I
Thinking
seen
they
a
can lay
post
with
from a
who they want to
woman.
lay with. They think they can lay with whoever they want to lay with. They think they could gather abroad. They think they over a man. All these different things. Women are the worst.
I seen a
I hate when
it
women
was a
always come
meme.
on the comment board and try to point at the men.
It
You
was a
got it, brother.
meme
Go
on
ahead.
in YouTube, and it said that, and it was talking about an Eve. She looked like she was between the age of 30 and 40. And she said that she like young, immature men above money. How you gonna
See,
defend that?
exactly.
Same thing. So
That's a hypocritical statement.
everybody messed up right now from living in Babylon, growing up in Babylon. A lot of things that Babylon told you was cool, it's not cool. So yeah, that
Yep.
woman that slept with that says she like immature boys with money, yeah, she pretty much a pedo too. If you want to apply Babylonian law, by definition, yeah, she's a child getter. So everybody's messed up from being in Babylon. That's why we trying to get back to the measuring stick of righteousness, which is this Bible. This Bible gonna tell you what's truly right and what's truly wrong. You can't listen to your enemies if your enemy wants you to stay in sin just for your father to destroy you. So we on here just bringing out facts. What's real, what's not, what's true, what's false, what's biblical, and what's not. That's all we doing. But it's up to you. From that point on, once you truly learn right from wrong, it's up to you to walk your path now. And if you can't walk your path, you're gonna get put down.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not on here to argue. We're not on here to debate. We're on here just to let you know right from wrong.
And what's
What's
coming?
biblical?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's Babylonian.
Yeah. And that's why the Lord told us to come out of this place, out of the mindset, because this place will destroy your mindset like it has done a number on everybody in here. You know, this is Micah 2:10. Salakia. Arise you and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. You see how polluted America is? But
Yeah.
Trump got the audacity to tell other countries that they not being ruled correctly, or they this and they that. But you come back over here and you see people laying all in the street, trash everywhere, PCs all on the ground, which most of the time Esau is the one that had them dogs walking around, shitting everywhere. You know, defiled
Yeah.
food, defiled air, defiled water, defiled clothes.
But he got the right to tell. He think he got the right to tell them people how to rule
Cosmetics,
their land. Them people ain't gonna
every
listen to you if they looking and seeing your house in shambles. How you gonna tell them how to run their house when your house ain't in
right.
order? That's why everybody laughing at Trump. Like, are you serious, dude? You can't be serious. You go handle that shit show you call America. Don't come over here and tell us how to run Greenland. That's why the other nations don't respect this clown, man. This dude don't deal with reality.
Nah,
You cannot, anybody who take Trump seriously, you cannot take that person seriously. And that's the measure of reality in itself. These people, they got, they call it selective outrage. It's when they on purpose get mad at some little shit like this. No, we can't have this. Ooh. But at the same time, you turning a blind eye to big shit, important shit. Like the fact that this man is trying to start a civil war and a world war. But you want to talk about black men and underage girls. See what I'm saying? That's selective outrage in itself. We need to focus on the real problems at hand and not a lie that Esau put out about our people.
you need to be worried
That's
about how these people
it.
about to flip out when women gonna need to be protected. You need to be worried about what
Yeah.
you're gonna do when these things start, when the shit hits the fan and ICE really get unleashed, and they not gonna be moving the way they moving right now. They're gonna be moving in a much more bizarre manner because they already been given immunity. They just ain't using it yet. These cats, this little shit that y'all seeing out here, basically ICE is being trained in Israel, and they coming over here and they running it up on y'all, man. They testing out what they learned on you Americans. And eventually,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a whole lot of them, man. Eventually, it's gonna be so many of them. Like I said last camp, when I talked about that video, when they walked through that one neighborhood at night, just at night, a whole pack of them. That was just a handful. That ain't even all of them. They just hired about, I think, 10 or 20,000 more ICE troops, ICE agents. You
Yeah.
know, and these
And you
people
know
are
what
in
they're gonna do?
full-blown training. So these people are in full-blown training to come take you people out, man. Like I said
Yeah,
before, the way America
they
is
want to
moving,
rape, rob, and damage. They want
what
to
you say,
rape,
brother?
rob, and murder.
Yeah,
That's what they want to do.
exactly.
I got a couple of scriptures. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not unless they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness, drink the wine of violence. And this is verse 19. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not what they stumble. Now you got to pay attention to the first part of that scripture. They coming at night. So yeah, they come to rape, rob, and murder at night. This ain't got nothing to do with law.
They already done
Esau's going
showed
back
that.
to his, right. He going back to his true nature, just a beast. But y'all think this is a man because he got on a uniform and he walk on two legs and can speak languages. Now, this is an animal in uniform. 666, remember that? Beast, man, sex. Those what the sixes are standing for. And there is no hiring criteria whatsoever as far as hiring these people. They recruit the bottom of the barrel. They recruit the pedos. They recruit the drug addicts, the alcoholics. So if it ain't no drug test to pass, these people gonna be on all kind of drugs while they coming up in your house. You think they gonna have law and order at the forefront of their minds? No. Especially when the president, if that's whatever you want to call him, has given them the green light to rape, rob, and murder. So they ain't gonna be enforcing no law. They gonna be doing their whatever they want. And that's in the wisdom of Solomon. They ain't enforcing law now. They breaking way more laws than they are enforcing.
Yeah, that Fourth Amendment. They trying to get rid of the Fourth Amendment. I seen it here. They got a law out here now where they don't even need a warrant to come in your house. Now that's your Fourth Amendment right.
Exactly.
They can't come. They can just come into your house now, right?
Yeah. For all those who don't know, the Fourth Amendment protects you and your property from unlawful searches and seizures. I got this is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. And this is how the wicked feels. They think they just gonna be here for a short time. So while we here, let's just do whatever the fuck we want to do. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. So verse 1. For the ungodly say of reasoning with themselves, but are not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born of all adventure, and we shall be thereafter as thought we never had been. For the breath in our nostrils is as a smoke, and a little spark in the moving of a heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And our name shall be forgotten in time. No man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as a trace of a cloud, but shall be dispersed as a mist, and is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy good things that are present. Let us speedily use the creatures like as in thy youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us spare not the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hair of the aged. Let our strength be the law of justice. There it is. That which is feeble is found nothing to be worth. So if you weak, you ain't shit. This how Esau thinks. But he don't know he the weakest one that was ever created as far as two-legged people. So let me see. This is verse 12. Therefore let us lie and wait for the righteous, see, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objective to our infamy, the transgression of our education. He professes to have the knowledge of Yahawah, and he called himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His way is of another fashion. See, they notice that we different. So they want to fuck with us now. Check this out. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. We abstain from he abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of to the just be blessed and maketh his boast that Yahawah be his father. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For what if the just man be the son of Yahawah? He will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such things did they imagine. They were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. As for the mysteries of Yahawah, they knew them not. Neither hope they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern their reward for blameless souls. But yeah, that's how Esau thinks, man. He around here boasting and bragging like he the Lord's son. Let's fuck with him and see if the Lord gonna save him. This Esau. So what part of this is right? Did you hear anything about righteous law being executed? You didn't. You heard, let our strength be law. Meaning we got the guns, we got the manpower, we got the drones. You gonna do what we say. That's this man's spirit right now. And it's only gonna get worse and worse. Because his spirit is gonna gravitate more to how dare you not respect me in my kingdom? How dare you not fear me in my kingdom? So we got to give you something to fear. That's E in a nutshell.
All in a nutshell. Off back, I got Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after power. Power is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth up at them. You see that part right there. He's always on the news talking about how can't nobody come against America. America is the strongest country in the world, the best military, this and that. But like I said earlier, you can look at the state of America and tell that that's all a lie in the first place. It says, he said in his heart, I shall not be moved. I shall never be in adversity. And you people think like that too. Y'all think that because this is considered the strongest country in the world, that can't nothing actually happen to this place. But now you got ICE got you motherfuckers in the corner, balled up. It says his mouth is full of cussing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places do he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draw him into his net. He crouches it and humble himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He has said in his heart, God hath forgotten, he hideth his face. He will never see it. Y'all think that the Lord don't see what you're doing, man? That you finna come against his children, that you getting ready to try to come against his children in time of Jacob's trouble, man. But it's gonna be, the elect is gonna be sealed in that time and covered, you know. But you jakes out there, you 2/3 that don't want to hear this thing, you know, that don't like wisdom. You buck up against it. You got a very bad thing around the corner on you, man. You know, this thing, you saying you're gonna stay out the way, but you ain't gonna be able to stay out the way too long, because it's gonna come find you. It's like I said, the Lord is bringing these judgments, and can't nobody escape the Lord's judgments. And if his judgment is for ICE to show up at your door, that's what's gonna happen. You know, you're not going to get away from it. No way possible that anyone can be delivered out of the Lord's hand. He said he won't and he healed, man. I'm gonna go grab that as well, because Y'all think that the Lord is just playing games right now. You know, when the trumpet is being blown in the city, it's the Lord. These things that's happening in this country, it's the Lord, man. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See, now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. That guy that just got killed yesterday in Minnesota by ICE, there was the Lord. We don't know what that man did, and ICE was a spirit created for vengeance, and also showing you what they're getting ready to be on. It's also a prelude to what they're going to be doing when they get this full-blown immunity. They're going to be able to do whatever they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it, even if it's to rape you women, while you out there all naked, unmodest dogs, man. Listen, we keep trying to tell y'all. This devil finna come down with great rap. That's why they moving at such a quick pace, man, because they know that they only got a short time. I'm gonna go grab that as well in the book of Revelation. 1 second, Salakia. Bear with me, phone being slow. Let's go to Revelation chapter 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. You see, that's why they coming down on you people so hard and so quick. And in the background, they getting ready for they getting that sea hit ready. No, I seen a video yesterday. It was this Issachar. He had a steak, and he cut a chip out of it, man. He cut a chip out the steak. He cut a chip out the steak, man. It was an RFID chip. He cut it out the steak. Blew my mind. I'm like, what the hell, bro?
Esau got to go, man. He got to go. This man, goddamn.
It was a chip in the fat of the steak. One way I looked at it, I'm like, I know they do put things in animals, you know, chips and shit. You shouldn't do that anyway. You know, you trying to keep tabs on this animal. But at the same time, you call somebody to swallow that. Now they got some shit in their body that they got no business having in them.
See,
that's
all
why we
this
tell y'all gotta watch who this devil is.
You want to chip everything, every living thing on the planet. That's not sustainable. Because in order to chip every living thing on the planet, you're gonna have to have a receiver or a transmitter to track every little thing. That's not sustainable. You know how many radio waves gonna be going back and forth across this earth to the point that the radiation gonna take you out. It's too many radio waves in the air. Just like today. That's why people who never smoked got cancer.
Yeah.
Radio waves produce radiation. You can't have, that's not sustainable, man. That's why Esau got to go.
That's why we tell y'all this dude is real, he's real cunning, man. He's real subtle. He does things sneaky as hell. And when you go into subtle, it goes into crafty and cunning and deceptive. And that's what this man is all about. He moves in deceit. It's very crafty, cunning, like the chip in the meat. That's cunning as hell. Somebody can cook that up and eat it and not even know it. Because you know, most people, they only take a couple of chews and swallow their food. They don't chew their food like that. So you get a couple of bites in that steak and you swallow. Now you done got this. You done got this thing in your body that can cause you to go out by radiation later, especially when they switch over to that 6G technology. That's when a lot of people gonna start dying by radiation.
And then
the elders in the Prophecy Radio Stone told y'all that first, man, about this rice. And we just telling you what we were taught by them. You know, and what the Spirit of the Lord giving us to bring out to you people. You know that, hey, eventually that time coming where you have to make that choice, Jack. You got to make that choice. You're gonna come to that crossroad. Am I gonna take or reject? And you better pray that the Lord don't put it on you to take it.
They gonna take it. They too much in love with Babylon. They too much in love with their status in Babylon. They ain't finna go from sugar to shit. No,
Nah.
no. Their reputation. You see what I'm saying? Their status, their followers, all that is way more important than their own salvation. So they gonna take it. They're concerned about their image in Babylon, what people think about them. So they gonna take it. I got for all y'all that don't know what's about to happen, I'm finna tell you what's about to happen. Second Ezra chapter 15. It says, we can start at verse 3. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Y'all heard that? But see, the faith is not counted unless you got faith in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That faith in these other gods is not going to get you out of here. Let me see. Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore saith the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people are led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Let's go down a little bit. Verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Swords could be guns, actual swords, knives, any type of weapon of death.
Yep.
But there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes. The actions and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. Now check this out. This for all you people that say the Lord hates the sin, but love the sinner. That ain't what this book says. Verse 24. Woe to them that sin, see, and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore deliver he them unto death and destruction. So you can't finesse your way out of this, sinners, Christians. You can't. The Lord said he already know who's sinning against him. So he already know what he got in store for you.
Mm-hmm. I got Second Ezra 16 and 18 as well, brother. Because this ain't none the things that y'all actually seeing in the world, these are going to intensify. These are just the beginning of sorrows. But we pretty much at the doorstep of Jacob's trouble right now, and things are getting ready to take place. And once this starts, it's a wrap, man, because this grace period is coming to a close and everybody wasting their time on worldly situations, man. This is Second Ezra 16 and 18. the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, anguish are set as scourges for a minute. These things right now, you need to be taking heed to these things. You know, and I'm talking to you Israelites when I say this, because these are signs that you need to get your shit together, man. While this grace period is still going on. Because once that ends, all hell is going to break loose in this country, man, and all over the world. It says, but this is second Ezra 16 and 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right now, these are spiritual ass whoopings, and by way of weather too, man. You knew that you need to get your mind right with the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. But we know, according to this scripture right here, that y'all not going to be mindful of the scourges. You're still going to be wanting to do what you want to do. It says, behold, victuals shall be good cheap upon earth, that think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sore famine and great confusion. And that's what you're seeing right now. You know, you see a great confusion amongst the people. They don't know how to move. Trump and ICE got everybody on edge. You know, y'all losing y'all mind. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the others shall escape the hunger, shall the sword destroy. See, a lot of you people are going to die by the sword, man. Just like the brothers mentioned in the other scripture in 2nd Ezra 15. You know, his brothers, people going to be going against each other with swords in their hand. A lot of people going to die by the sword. And a lot of you going to die by ISIS sword as well. And a lot of you going to die by each other's sword, because that civil war is going to come. And then when it comes, it's going to come hard. Ain't nothing you going to do about it. Like the brother said, people going to be evading one another. That goes into that food shortage as well, because people going to be hungry. And a lot of people going to die by famine. And the ones that don't die by the famine are the ones that is going to be the reason why people die of hunger, because they done took somebody else's shit. They going to die by the sword. So nobody is safe from these judgments.
But see, at the same time, that's why we keep telling y'all, you should not fear ICE coming to your door. You should fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi sending ICE to your door. See, you placing your fears in the wrong places. ICE ain't nothing but a tool of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So if Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi decides you need an ass whooping, he gonna send ICE to your door. What did we just read in 2nd Ezra? Chapter 15, verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sinned against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. Don't I fear the Lord sending ICE. Put your fears where they ought to go. You see what I'm saying? Because by fearing ICE, you giving ICE too much credit. And you ain't giving the Lord no credit. I
You
want to
trapping
read.
yourself when you when you being scared of eating cats. You trapping. That's a snare onto yourself, because that means you don't fear the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That's a snare unto yourself, man. This is
Exactly.
Proverbs 29:25. The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall be safe. You know, y'all putting y'all fear in these men, not understanding that, hey, the Lord rules in the kingdom of men, and he controls men's hearts or mind. You know, so you need to fear the Lord, because he can send them to your door, like the brother said.
Mm-hmm. That's why we practice the Passover. So we want to be passed over in these times to come. Easter Bunny ain't gonna save you from ice. Santa Claus ain't gonna save you from ice. Straight up, bro. But this is who these people choose to worship. Easter Bunny ain't gonna save you from ice. Why you giving all the glory to an Easter Bunny? Well, you should be practicing the Passover, acknowledging Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So we told y'all was messing up with these pagan holidays, and now y'all starting to see how y'all was messing up. Easter Bunny is not gonna save you from this tribulation. Santa Claus either. Now you see
Yep.
the importance of celebrating the high holy days because you are building a relationship with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, not no Easter Bunny.
Mm-hmm. And for the record, bunnies on their eggs. So stop that, man. Stop that madness, man. Like, y'all got the
Oh,
audacity to tell us. Y'all got the audacity to tell us we believe in anything, but then you go back and believe in a fat man in a red suit with a goddamn silky ass beard delivering presents. Come on, man.
let me tell you this off the rip. A fat Edomite ain't breaking in your house to leave you shit. He breaking in to take some shit. So that right there
Exactly.
in itself is a fantasy. When did a fat Edomite ever break in your house and leave you some shit? Now they taking. So you
Yep.
can miss me with that. I wanted to read Psalms 91. And this is very important for the people. If you want to build your faith, this is the chapter to read. And let's start is in the title of this whole section is security of the one who trusts in the Lord. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord Yahawah, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings thou shalt trust. His trust shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth in noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord Yahawah, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. There it is. You heard that? There shall no evils befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Ice is a plague, believe it or not. Verse 11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up on their hands, lest thou be dashed thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble, and I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. That's the whole chapter, Psalms 91.
Mm-hmm.
So you want some words of encouragement? I recommend Psalms 91. And there's a whole lot of more chapters to build your faith as well. But you got to do the work. You can't just willy-nilly halfway mess with him, still dipping in and out of Christianity, stuff like that, still dipping in and out of all these other religions, still dipping in and out the world. No, the Lord ain't saving that. You
Mm-hmm.
have to you have to basically what they call it. You have to be reborn.
I
So
got
you know,
I got Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 because that's the duty, to fear the Lord and do his will. That's the duty. Not your will, because hell, you gonna die. At the end of the day, you gonna die. You might as well just do the work of the Lord, man. And you have some type of hope. You supposed to be the hopeful elect, right? Do the work, and you will get that hope in you. If you're not doing nothing at all, hell, you don't have no hope except that false hope and them false dreams that you chasing here in Babylon. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For you Christians that say the law is done away with, is absolutely not. And it says, for power shall bring every work unto judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good, whether it be evil. So either way, you're going to be exposed for the good you did and the bad. So you might as well try to do the best you can, and do the right thing. And
it should,
don't be willfully just going out here flipping the script on the Lord, man.
yeah, it should be a no-brainer at this point because in all actuality, Babylon should have been played out by now to y'all. This place should be played out. This what's the allure of this place still? Y'all done seen Babylon for what it is, a rogue state, the border of wickedness. What's the attraction to Babylon, America still? Considering the fact that every other nation on this planet hates this place. So why is it so difficult for our people to come out of Babylon? Is it the false riches? Is it the fake bitches? Because none of this shit real.
That's because they hate the Lord, bro. That's all it is. I be having to come to grips with that a lot because I ask my question. I ask myself that question all the time. But they hate the Lord. The love of the Father is not in them. They are 2/3. They lot is sealed. This is First John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all
Mhm.
that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but of this world. And that's how a lot of you people are. Y'all lust after things that y'all want. It's never been about the Father to you. It's all about this world. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to get this bag. Hold on, God. Let me go get this bag first, and then I'll come back. Nigga, the Most High is the one that's giving you that bag, man. And it's going to be a stumbling block onto you. And it's going to be your demise as well. You're going to get put to death. And the world passes away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever, man. That's why we doing this thing, because we're trying to rule in the kingdom forever, man. We trying to get out here on that. We trying to be them first fruits. Y'all can come back on factory reset. If I gotta come back on factory reset, so be it. That was the will of the Lord. But I'm trying to do, and this brother and the rest of the brothers trying to do it now to be them first fruits to get out of here on that chariot, man.
Yeah,
While the
they
rest of
said
you
it.
playing around, the
They
rest of
said that
these
nuclear.
people,
I done feel
man.
fish grease. It's hard enough for me. I ain't, I ain't trying to deal with no nuclear fire, man. If I can't do fish
I ain't
grease,
either.
no, no,
Whoa.
no. Y'all can have it. That's why that rapper said in one of his songs. He said when they get up on that award show and thank God, but none of their music was godly. They ain't thanking Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi for that. They thanking Satan.
Yeah.
because
Yep.
he is the God of Babylon. But y'all, that went over a lot of y'all heads too. When these rappers get up on this stage and think they God, they ain't thinking Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi would not push them to do wickedness and be thanked for it. That's another demon. Think about all these
Yep.
records. And I'm sure y'all have seen it. Y'all have seen certain leaks here and there about how they put spells on these albums before they put them in the record stores. They put wicked spells, left-handed spells on all this music. And you see the spells doing what they do when you got little toddlers up in daycare twerking.
Yep.
See, a lot of y'all slow. A lot of y'all ignoring the telltale signs because you want Babylon to make a comeback. This is it for this place. Y'all waiting on a miraculous turnaround or a comeback. Like your favorite team down by 50, but they start coming back. That's what y'all think Babylon finna do. No, it's not. When Babylon lose this series, it's over forever for Babylon. They'll never bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. All these uh all these foreign treaties. It took hundreds of years to build. Part of that building was building of trust between nations. Trump destroyed that in months. What took hundreds of years to build, Trump destroyed it in months. That ain't coming back overnight. These countries are not going to just start back trusting the United States like that.
No, it's a wrap.
Even if you put this man out of office, this man has done too much. He has exposed too much of what America is truly about. Trust is never coming back. He has burnt that bridge.
Mm-hmm. I got Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. And it ain't no ointment, no Carmex, no liniment, none of that shit is gonna bring America back, bro. That's a wrap. And it says we would have healed Babylon. This is Jeremiah 51:9, by the way. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies, man. So this place is not, it's no healing coming to this place, man. She is not going to be healed. This Babylon is like that chick that walk around burning everybody with AIDS that can never be healed, just getting everybody sick and killing everybody. That's Babylon, man. That whore. Ain't no cure for that herpes. Them bumps around your mouth. That's to stay. You burning people. That's to stay, man. So ain't no coming back. Ain't none of that, having fun and going to the clubs at night, going to the movies. When you do a lot of that stuff now, there's down there a shooting or a fight. Something finna happen.
Man, I can't remember the last club I went to. And I'm glad I can't. I seriously do not remember the last club I went to. And that's a good thing. Because ain't shit in there.
Honestly, bro, in my whole lifetime of being on this earth, I've been to the club twice. I was never, ever a club guy, ever. I might have went to 2 or 3 bars and maybe 2 clubs, but I was never that type of dude that went to them places like that. Because I didn't like to be around that many people from the jump. I always like to have my back against the wall, watching everything else, watching everyone. I was always circumspect like that.
Me too. I mean, the club lost its flavor when I started to see that everybody in that bitch was fake. And I don't kick it with people. Everybody got an image to uphold. You ain't got no job, but you in there popping bottles. You got your priorities messed up. You need to be worried about feeding all them kids you left at home to come up in here to act fake, to get drunk off other people's money, want dudes to buy you drinks to the point you drunk, to buy your food. You know what I'm saying? You got you need to prioritize them kids you left at home so you can get out and come up in here acting all fake, acting like you got it going on. You don't even have a job. Fake ass people, man. Not everybody up in there was going through that particular situation, but I would say it's enough to cause concern.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all these fake ass bitches up in here, and it ain't just them. It was beta males too, acting all fake. Like, if you just got to pull out some money, just to hold in your hand, just to attract a woman, you ain't attracting the right woman.
Oh man.
Number one, don't get upset when every time she calls, she wants some money. That's the energy you gave her.
Mm-hmm. If you don't have that money, she gone. Boom. Like the brother said, this dude said in his video, he was just talking his little ish or whatnot, but he was like, just tell her no and see where she go. Just tell her no and see where she go. She's gonna go and get it from somewhere else. Just like, these women ain't never satisfied, man. They never satisfied. You can never do nothing to satisfy a worldly woman. That's why the Lord told us to get a spiritual woman, man. Get a woman that understands order, a submissive woman. Because these other dogs out here ain't where it's at, man. And a lot of you dudes are finding out about it now. You should have been known. These women ain't like they were back then. They've been given the liberty to gad abroad, and you niggas is surprised that they trespassing against you. Think the feminism destroyed these women.
Dudes destroy themselves too.
Yeah.
Because when you in the club with that knot in the air like this, number one, you auditioning for a role in that woman's life. It's more than one man. A woman got more than one man in her life. Yeah. She got that dude she really want to be with that don't want to be with her. She got the banker. She got the baby daddies. And she got she got support from 3-4 more dudes. So when you got that knot out up in the club, you are auditioning to be the banker in her life, to bail her out of financial situations. That's what you auditioning for. And number two, you making yourself a target to be robbed by the jackers.
Yeah.
Just like
that song by Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar, Mona Lisa. Listen to that song, Mona Lisa. She set dude up to be robbed. Go to his crib. No, she go out with the dude and they go in his crib and rob him. And then when they come back, she act like she don't know nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, you bringing too much attention to yourself in these clubs. You're doing it too big, and you already know the spirit of jealousy is already in there. So dudes gonna get offended by you having a good time, which is in the curses. Our brothers, I shall be evil towards another. Yeah. So you bringing too much negative energy when you go into the club thinking you just want to have a good time. There's too many demons in there on some demonic shit, like setting you up to get robbed or taking you for your money.
Or slip you a Mickey in that bad boy.
If the club ain't a place to find a wife in Babylon, The church damn sure ain't the place. The church is worse than the club. At least in the club, you can see your enemies coming to a degree. You can't see your enemies coming.
Because they hiding it. They're trying to be
Yeah,
holier
because
than thou.
thou. They perfect. They already perfect. Let them tell it. They already saved, bro.
Yeah. They already got the new body and everything. They got it all already.
They got the 2027 model already.
They got the law and they inward part already and everything. They can't sin no more. Wow, sinning. Come on, man.
But that same Christian that's up in your face Saturday night, gonna be in church Sunday morning, lying our ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brothers, y'all better watch how you walk out there, especially when dealing with these Babylonian women. Vice versa for the few sisters on here. Y'all better be on the lookout for 2/3 Jakes as well. I mean, the dope, it goes both ways. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And another, and stop the women, stop picking these wrong men, and then get you one man first and foremost. Pick you the right man in the first place. But you women that's out here running around dealing with all these men, and then out of your emotions, you picking them first and foremost. You're picking them off of your emotions and what he got for the most part. And then it don't work out. Then you take that burden for the rest of your life and put it on every other man. That every man is just like this man that you had because you chose that. Have accountability. Choose wisely. Have more accountability for the choices you make when you picking these men. And you men as well, because all fat asses ain't good ass.
No, dude.
All big butts ain't good, man.
These women out here burning, man. They burning everything they touch. Matter of fact, one dude said he met a girl online. I know y'all seen this picture, it went viral. He met this woman online. One kiss, all this bumped up, swelled up,
See?
bumpity bump. All this. So you
She
know
gave that
she
nigga
just got
the time.
she had some shit crumbs. And she transmitted those shit crumbs to him.
Yeah, she gave him
And
that katana kiss of death.
right here, bro. See, y'all got to be careful, man. Y'all better be careful how y'all move because everything that look good is not good for you. You got to use spiritual discernment.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have it, you need to pray for it because it can save your life. It can keep you from making a bad decision that's going to affect the rest of your life.
Instead of being in the
See?
moment.
Exactly. And that was why um, the fathers chose the husbands for their daughters in the ancient days. He didn't leave it up to women because women was not given wisdom. Not saying that all women are dumb, no. But the Lord gave that power to the father to have over his daughter to choose her future husband because the father knows what traits and attributes to look for in a man.
Yep.
Is this a hard worker? Is he gonna provide for my daughter? Is he gonna treat her good? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just shitting on her, getting her pregnant, and then leaving her, just effing her over. That's where the father comes in. That he gonna see all that. He gonna spiritually discern that future husband and see if he's the right choice for his daughter.
Yep.
That decision was not left up to the daughter because the daughter doesn't know what to look for.
Yep.
As far as longevity down the road, women they just like Esau in a way. They want instant gratification. They going about what they feel at that moment, not taking into
Yep.
account is this man still gonna be down the road years from now. They going about what they see, how this man talk, how this man make them feel, and bam, they sold all chips in. This man could be lying the whole time just to get some ass. A father's gonna
Yep.
see that.
Yep.
So sisters, hey, if you still got a daddy in your life, I would allow my daddy to to choose my husband.
Exactly.
Because
Because
niggas, they sneaky. But see, they can't get past pops with that shit. Just like in prime example, that movie Bad Boys with
yeah,
Reggie. See, Reggie came through on that Bad Boys Ride or Die for Life or something like that. When
yeah,
Reggie
he
turned
had
out to be,
came, he changed.
yeah, he came home as a Marine, and Martin called him like, "Yo, you got company on the way," and he hid the women, got the women out the way, and he took care of all the threats. See, but see, even though this woman she met Reggie, right? And she liked him, they started kicking it. Reggie started coming by the house. You saw how Martin screamed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he screamed him. But Reggie turned out to be okay. Not every guy's gonna be a Reggie though. That's what
Nope.
Pops comes in. Pops gonna protect you from them wannabes, from them fakers. So all you
That
women
goes
out there,
into Ecclesiasticus 26. I mean 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
mm-hmm,
You get somebody close to you like that, you need to make sure you paying attention to that situation, to that person. Learn everything you can in that person, seeing that person. Look at the way they walk, look at the way they talk. Look at the way they handle certain things. It's as for some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of trouble. Some men, like the brother said, some men just get with you just to get the piece of ass real quick. And
mm-hmm.
then when bad things happen, you won't even find them around. They gone. When you emotionally hurt off of what he just did to you, he's gone to the next woman and you sitting there by yourself hurt.
Used.
You know?
When you need use wisdom. But then again, a lot of women ain't looking for a husband. They looking for a toy, a boy toy.
Yeah.
And you men out there that's serious, you looking for a real wife, avoid the women that's looking for boy toys. Because you ain't the only one she's talking to, I promise
Mm-hmm.
you. Don't even waste your time and gas going down that street when you know that street is a dead end. See what I'm saying? But when you waste your time and your gas only just to find out that was a dead end, maybe you need to do it. Maybe you need to learn from your mistakes. Because what words don't teach like adversity will. So maybe you need to
Facts.
go through it to truly learn from it. But I would advise you not to if you can avoid it. But some of y'all just hard headed like that. You need life to beat your ass for you to find out what we always been telling you. So if that's you, hey, life gonna beat your ass, and then you gonna really know it for you gonna know it as being fact. So for
I
all you
got
sisters, where you need life to beat your ass in order for you to learn anything, it's about to happen. But words don't teach, adversity will. And that's coming from the apostles. Apostle Gabar. He said all the time.
I got this scripture, Proverbs 31:3 from the EASY version. It says, don't chase after women and lose your strength. Women like that have destroyed kings, man. So you gotta be real, discerning on who you choose. And that's vice versa as well. Because there's men out here that destroyed a lot of women as well. It's ain't one-sided. A lot of you people try to make it like we just one-sided and women don't have no value and all of that. That's bullshit. You know, we love women. We don't love them dogs. We love a good, honest, humble, modest women, man. Not you loudmouth dogs that like to gad abroad, jumping from place to place, trying to buck up against men with that I don't need a man spirit. We don't like women like that. You stay away from them. You walking around with all them different colors in your head. You're bugged out. I don't want nothing to do with you. You walking around with them umbrellas. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. You walking around with all your body parts all out. I'm not dealing with you. That's just simple as that. You know, we don't deal with them type of women. Those are dogs. And y'all gonna be trotted down like a Mari in the street when that time comes.
It's a old saying back in the world. It say you lie down with dogs, you wake up with fleas.
Man.
And them fleas are diseases. I got this. This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 4, verse 26. Year there, it's a year there be that. Many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, it's another one. This is verse 27.
Yeah. Many have erred.
Many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many have also perished, have erred and sinned for women.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all be careful, man. And don't let this Black Panther guy, don't let him talk you into going out there making yourself a target. If ICE ain't messing with you, don't mess with them.
He's there he's there for to cause a bunch of badness anyway. They trying to get a lot of you Israelites, you blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. They trying to get y'all in this shit, man. Stay out of it. Even though it's gonna come follow you anyway, because Jacob's trouble is coming. What you need to be doing is just getting your spirit right with the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Stay out of it.
That man in
Stay
Philadelphia,
out of it, man.
how he gonna help you if you in Georgia somewhere? He ain't gonna be able to help you. Matter of fact, it's so much information came out about this dude. It said he's an ex wannabe blood, a fake gangster. Huey P. Newton's niece is suing him for defamation. The elders, so-called elders from the Black Panthers that's in San Diego, they wrote a letter saying they do not endorse him. They do not support him because he out here selling wolf tickets. That's gonna get a lot of people killed, and I agree with him. That's why I had to sit back in the cut and wait on some more information to surface about this guy, because he just popped about the blue out of nowhere. Nobody knew him. But yet you got foolish Jakes out here gonna take up arms and ride with him. That's foolish. This man is leading you to the slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
You think he
Him
gonna
being the blood, him being the blood all back, that shows that he has influence. So they probably put him in that spot.
This dude used to rap, man. He went
he got influence. They needed him.
He went from a corny rapper to a fake gangster. Then he went from an activist to now a Black Panther for self-defense that nobody's endorsing from the original Black Panther Party. So that says agent all day.
Those definitely.
They got a little more crafty with it, because this man ain't nothing but another Grandmaster J with a Black Panther label on it. The Black Panther label is more trusted in the Black and brown community. That's why they opted to use that to draw you in. But see, the original Black Panthers don't endorse this man. They don't even know him. So I would say stay the hell away from this guy before he gets you caught up in some shit that he ain't gonna help you get out of.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. We can go and close out on that, brother.
We can. So with that, I mean, all you brothers and sisters that's been listening to this live, man, y'all take our words into consideration very heavily, because as you can feel, there's a new vibration in the earth, and a lot of
Yep.
wickedness is going on a very high level. So you're gonna have to protect. You're gonna have to protect your spirit. You're gonna have to protect your peace, but also keep Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi in front of all things. Then you gonna have nothing to worry about. But at the same time, don't be stupid. Don't play nobody for weak. Remain circumspect. Head on a swivel. Watch you walk out here.
Facts.
We're gonna close on that, bro.
With that being said, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom and Abad Babar.
Shalom.